Hello and welcome to a very unusual review. This is my review of the TaoTronics LED Multi-function desk lamp. I think it's the model TTDL01, otherwise known as, I think, a loom or something like that. But this is my review of that lamp. Why am I doing a review? I said I would, and I was requested for this review by a subscriber, so this is it. This is the review. I have only had this lamp for about 2 months. I decided to get myself a new lamp, specifically an LED one, because one, I had a normal bulb lamp that was using about 35 watts of power for the bulb, and I believe that this one uses an awful lot less. I think it's about 14 watts maximum. So already you're cutting your energy bill by about half, and also LEDs, they last a lot longer than your normal bulbs. They don't generate heat, not usually anyway. So because one of the things I had happening to my paints, they were drying up, and I was wondering why, and it wasn't because I necessarily, this is for modelling of course, wasn't necessarily because they were open for so long. It was mainly because the heat of the lamp was actually very slowly raising the temperature around and, you know, drying them out. So a few things. So one, upgrade my lamp for lower electricity bill, no heat, and brightness, and also it's got a load of different modes on it and things. So I thought, yeah, I'll take the plunge, get a new lamp, an LED one. This is the one I've gone for. Originally this did cost me a whopping £70. I've gone and had a look at my previous orders. It's about £70, which is an awful lot for a kind of cheaply, you know, cheap feel China-made LED lamp. You can now get it for about £30 to £40, something like that. It depends on their supply, but you can get it for around that price, and for that price I'd definitely pay. I mean, I'm pleased with it anyway. That I spent £70. I think it was worth the money. But now that you can get it for 30 or 40, I think that's just excellent. So let's open this lamp up. It does extend quite far, but it doesn't. It extends there, and then it doesn't go almost level there. So I would have liked that hinge to at least be level. So you kind of have to arc it back a bit to get that level amount. But it doesn't really make that much of a difference, because the actual light that radiates from here has got quite a wide range. Normally with bulb lights it's quite direct because they've got the cone on and things like that. But this, it radiates light quite far. It turns as well on the spot. You can turn it all the way around if you really wish, and when it's not in use you can just slap it shut, and it looks like a piece of modern art or something. You know, you don't know what it is. You can just fold it up anyway, but it's kind of like a lamp for the 21st century in a way. So that's the kind of function and movement of the lamp. It hasn't failed me yet. It's fine. It's switched on when I want it to switch on. I'll just show you the underside of the LED part. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 LEDs, and I think it's actually got another 9 secondary ones and another 9 there. So all in all, you're looking at about 27, more or less, if they are actually secondary ones. But they are the main ones, the main 9, and they're sufficient for all of your needs really, especially at 14 watts. So I will zoom in here for this little function bar. Well, hopefully you can see that little function bar there. It is touch sensitive, so there's no actual buttons to physically press, which is great if you have like mucky fingers or whatever really, and you're worried about buttons wearing out. I believe they call this type of touch sensitive is capacitative rather than the other one. So it's like your iPhone or other device, in that it detects the electrical signal from your finger or however they want to work it, rather than a screen over a screen like the old the Nintendo DS's and things like that. So I think it's called capacitative. So you just press down to lower the brightness and up to, of course, increase the brightness, and you can do that on every single mode. Speaking of modes, it has a reading mode. I will go through them all with the light on. It has which is quite bright, but a bit of a warm glow. The study mode, which is just quite sterile white, but I use that for painting because it's very, it's just very clear white light. Relax, which is a bit mellowed out, and then sleep is very, very yellow and it's just in the background that it's on. There's your on-off switch, and also you've got a 60-minute timer. So they're all your modes. I will go through them with the lamp on, do not worry. You've also got a handy USB port there. Now that's for charging, and I think that is an incredible idea to have on any lamp, really. You've all got mobile phones and things like that. What an incredible idea to have a USB output, so that you can plug in your iPhone or any device that uses USB to charge it. So you can charge it even if the lamp is switched off, it will still charge. And I think that's an incredible feature that I wish more items like this have on there. And I will show you all those functions in a moment. It's also worth mentioning that you do get one of these kind of like instruction booklets, and us men, we don't really pay any attention. We just plug it in and press the button and it should work. But this does go into detail about the different modes, specifically the colour temperature. It talks about the operation mode. So you've got reading mode, which is 4.5 to 5,500. Study, which is higher. It actually says stimulates concentration and reduces eye strain with mid-range colour, favourable for office work. So that's the reading mode. Study mode increases attention and concentration of high range colour temperature, favourable for design and research. And I use study mode for all my Warhammer miniatures. Obviously reading mode is explanatory. Relax mode promotes relaxation along with improved mood, favourable for music, art and creative activities. Sleep mode encourages sleep with a comfortable soft light, favourable for gentile illumination in preparation for sleep. So you've got, and then you've got a 5-level brightness control function, which I mentioned, and a timer control function. Turns off the light in 1 hour while in any mode of the operation. So that goes into the features. Then you've got the advantages of LED: low power consumption, long lifetime, eco-friendly. It tells you your power. Installation, very easy to set up. This is important as well if your pivot and flexible positions are important to you. So it tells you that it rotates 180, it's 40 degree from the base, and then it goes up 50 degrees, and also it can keep at 90 degrees. And it talks a little bit about what you shouldn't do and things like that. And then you've got it in German if you want to practice. So that's quite a useful, handy reference guide, really, if you want to look at your modes and things like that. So I just thought I'd mention that because it can be quite useful. So this is the power cable that you get. It's quite straightforward, and it's straightforward plug in, and you plug her in quite unceremoniously in the back and up there, like so. Would have liked it to have been hidden, maybe as part of the base, but it's fine, They haven't released wireless electricity yet to the public, even though it was invented quite a while ago. Don't think they ever will, but there you go. That's how you plug it into the wall. So as you can see, the cable is quite short. I'd probably say it's about 1 metre-ish, so you might want to get an extender from the plug end. So it's quite a short cable. I would have liked a longer one, 2 or 3 metre one. That would have been awesome. So this is definitely meant as a desk lamp, and you need a plug quite close. But anyway, it's plugged on, it's plugged in, plugged in. There's the on-off with a little light. That's always on if it's connected. There's no additional light that comes on if you put your iPhone or whatever USB charging device in the socket there. So that's cool. I mean, it would have been nice to have another like light there somewhere to say that something's in there and it's charging. But there we go. So I'll run through all the modes. So the first mode you've got is your reading light, which is nice. It gives a nice warm glow. You can read for quite a long time under this light. It's not too bright and it's not too sterile, and it's quite warm. It's a calming kind of light. You can turn the brightness up though, and there are 5 settings, as I've said at the start of the review. So that's your reading light. Next you have your study light. It's important to note that it actually remembers the setting that you were on and the brightness level, so that's very useful. So this is the study light. It's at its brightness. This is what I use for my knife reviews. If I'm not here, if I'm somewhere else, and I've got this lamp, I'll use study lamp for the study setting for my knife reviews, and also when I paint. I've had this lamp on study mode when it's been, you know, dark in the rest of the room, and it's been absolutely fine without any other lights. I know you're not really supposed to do that, but it's not too, doesn't fatigue your eyes or strain your eyes as you would think. Definitely not as much as the old bulb one. So this is the mode that I use for painting, and I think that light really catches all the parts that you need it to, and my most recent models are probably a good testament to that. Better lighting will improve your painting and other things, and also obviously better brushes and things like that, but anyway, that's the study mode. Next you've got the relaxation mode, or the relax mode. Yeah, it's quite a warm glow. You could put a coffee there. You could even use this as a reading mode. It's a lot lighter than the actual reading mode. So that's your relaxation. It's quite a warm glow. And then finally you've got your sleep mode, which is hardly any light at all, as you can see, and that's its brightest setting. It's almost dark here, so I hope you can see this. It's a very warm glow, and even on its brightest setting, oh, I'm just feeling a bit tired already with it being on. So I better get to the end of this review. Just to show you the differences between the kind of brightness of these modes, I'll go through all of them again from the top on the highest brightness. So you've got your reading, your study, your relax, and your sleep. I hope you can see those subtle differences. I just thought I'd rather do it now, seeing it's the weekend, than this evening when I'm probably going to be uploading this like tomorrow, and I have said that I would upload it today. So I hope that has helped you. I think having all these different modes is excellent. It's not just an LED lamp, or it's not just a light that's on. You go to it, you switch it on. It's got all these different options and opportunities, which is excellent. It's what you want in a lamp. It's really, really good. I can't think of anything else I'd probably want other than maybe a couple more USB ports, and maybe a bit more further reach. So if they are going to make another one, I want a bigger one that reaches further, and I want a smaller base. I'm on the understanding that the only reason why this base is so big and heavy is because this arm is so long. So they might have to make the base bigger next time, or look into the physics of making this base smaller but heavier. I mean, I know that the longer the arm is, the more chance it's going to try and tip it over anyway, and it's a very, very sturdy lamp as it is, so that's a small trade-off. I like the way it folds up after use. It's very unobtrusive. You can just have it there, out of the way, at a side, packed, and then when you want to use it, flip it out and bang, you've got a light source. So I think that's really, really excellent. It doesn't switch off when you put it, when you close it like that, but doesn't do any harm having it like that as just a warm glow in a room somewhere. So I think I've I've talked a lot about this lamp already, but I didn't really look into lamps much. But when I had problems with my bulb and my bulb lamp, and it was warming up paints and things, as I said, and it was using a lot more electricity, I started looking into LED lamps and different light sources, and it really has affected both my reading and my painting. And I also use it to charge my phone and iPad and things like that. So it's been a very, very good investment, and I'm pleased I've got it. And I hope this review has helped you decide if for looking at a lamp or desk lamp, office lamp, whatever. I hope it's giving you some ideas of some of the features that are now available in lamps. Because I've never really done lamp shopping before or anything like that. So I hope it helps you, and you can now have a tick list of features that you might want to look for, in your lamp if you want to save money on electricity and but get a much more feature-filled product that gives you better lighting. Anyway, thanks ever so much for joining me today. As I said, I've had a subscriber request this review, and it is one of my newest products, so I thought I would do one. I really do appreciate you all watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. It really does give me motivation to do these videos. So once again, I do very much from the bottom of my heart thank you for all your support and your encouragement. I'm going to keep doing all my videos as usual, so subscribe and you'll be inundated with my newest videos. Once again, thanks for watching. Take care.